of men are not impressed with just a pretty face and a fat booty, because that is everywhere. He has to be attracted to the way that you think, the way that you carry yourself, and the way that you treat him in order to satisfy him, okay? You got to be more than eye candy. You got to be soul food.
I like this one.
I don't care how bad she is. If she ain't trying to help you win, she pointless. You look good all you want, still a liability.
Men ain't falling for the pretty faces no more. We don't care how cute you is, how pretty. We don't care how thick you is. We don't care no more. Once you open your mouth and you have low sense of intelligence, bro, you just a one-night stand after that. Straight up. You just a one-night stand after that. Don't think because you pretty you get a lot of guys that you have options. No, you got options that want to have intercourse with you. You don't have an option of a dude really want to marry you. Like, a dude ain't really trying to take you serious. Because yeah, you cute, yeah, you pretty, but your mind level, your mindset, it's not up to par. Yeah, you got a nice body. Yeah, you got pretty hair. Yeah, you take nice selfies. But you don't know how to cook and you don't know how to be feminine. You don't know how to be submissive. That means a guy just gonna use you for one thing, and that's for a one-night stand. Real talk. Real talk. Type.
Many women today have an inflated estimation of who they are, lacking humility, meaning you look at yourself and you see a dime piece, and you go out on the marketplace and men see a two-piece. If you think you're a dime piece and the men think you're a two-piece, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, yeah, gang, yeah. Don't get it twisted. These females be looking, oh, so good, but they lame in real life. They losers, fam. They don't have no personality. They don't offer nothing but a face card. Do not let this shit fool you. Sometimes I be like, damn, I see why these niggas only want to just hitting for the night. Like, it ain't no thanger going on, bro. Ain't then y'all can even talk about past surface level.
Beautiful women won't cut it during Jacob's trouble. Women that fear the Lord shall be praised. I want to give all the honor, glory, and praises to the Most High Yahawah and His only begotten Son, YAHAWASHI, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus. The letter J in the English alphabet did not exist 2,000 years ago. Double honor to my elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Sing honors to the elect. Peace and blessings to the 1/3 and to the confusion of faces in the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Well, as you can see, Proverbs 31:30. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. And what's happening as you start to see the pendulum swing, and there's a shift because women have access to sex and men, we have the access to relationships. And a lot of these women today, they use their exterior, their physical appearance to attract men. Well, if you're going to do that, then they're only going to seek you physically. And let's be honest, we all only see the physical of a person the moment we meet them. No man's looking at a woman and saying, oh my God, man, her master's degree sure gets me hard. You know, I'm gonna be straightforward, you know, it can't be plain, you know. She really gets me aroused, you know. It's not like she's looking at him and saying, oh my God, his $100,000 in the bank account really turns me on, really gets my blood flowing. Nah, it's everything's physical at first. But every woman comes standard, you know, with breasts, vagina, and a mouth. You all come standing with a décolletage, cleavage, a print, all of that. Assets, you all come equipped with that. But what sets you apart from every other woman, right? And what you're seeing now is that a lot of these independent women that stem from this I don't need a man era, and it really started like going back to like the 70s and things like that. Cause look at these women now who are over 30, 35, like Kevin Samuel said. Y'all hitting the wall, and these women complaining, well, all the good men were the men that. No, you had plenty of good men that would have been there for you. Just all y'all chasing the top 80%. I'm sorry, the top 20% of men y'all chasing. So y'all all recycling the same men, and they recycling y'all too. Cause the men that y'all don't want, y'all look past them. Those are the good men, so to say, right? But nonetheless, these women are saying, men not coming up to us. We're beautiful. Why are we so single? Who the hell wants to deal with a headache? You know, like they say it's a, well, how the saying goes, for every beautiful woman that you see, there's a dude that's fucking her that's tired of her. Like, honestly, yeah, because majority of the time they don't have substance, they don't have any depth, they don't have a personality. Majority of their life has always been yes, been approved, rarely saying no, rarely said no. So they never had to become anyone. So now they get to a certain age in their life and they just become a shell of themselves because their beauty they can't lead with anymore. And Kevin Samuel was a prime example of bringing that out. He used a perfect analogy at age 20. Who's the highest on the sexual marketplace, man or woman? He asked the woman, she said the woman. When she's 25, when it's 25, the man or the woman? She said the woman. 30, man or woman? She said the woman. 35, the man. 40, the man. And as you keep going up in increments, the men will always have the highest sexual market value. Because by default, men, we have to work. We have to take care of ourselves. And the women today still want that traditional man, but they don't carry their traditional traits. So now men working, taking care of themselves. Women are working, take care of themselves. A lot of them are getting burned out because you wasn't created to bear the burden on your shoulders. Our shoulders were created for pressure. Your shoulders were created for birthing. It's a difference, right? Nonetheless, this is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 9 verse 2, 6, and 8. Give not thy soul unto a woman and set her foot upon thy substance. That's why a lot of these dudes look at these pretty women. They're like, you're not worth the headache, or what are you really in it for? Because you see a lot of women like Brittany, what's her name? Brittany Reiner, talking about these NBA players are stupid. Got your boy PJ Washington pregnant. Got his baby, getting the money. Even Deion Sanders brought her in to show all. He brought her into the auditorium for the young men to see her, pretty much like an example. Like, these are the type of women you're gonna run into. You clearly see that. Like, what's her name? Kamora Lee Simmons saying that Russell. I think she said Russell. I think it's Russell that was her baby daddy. Said that he was a deadbeat he was a deadbeat, and he responded back saying, "I've been giving you $50,000 a month for 20 years. Like, how's he a deadbeat?" See, that's the type of women that we're talking about. All that beauty don't mean nothing. It's vanity. If it brings you insanity, you know what I'm saying? Sirach 9 and 6. Give not thy soul unto harlots. Harlots, another word for hoes, that thou lose thine inheritance. Who's another example of that? Shannon Sharp. Messing with an OF girl. What Monique said, you better get you an older woman that can rub your feet, that can give you your medicine, you know what I'm saying, all that other kind of stuff. Your father, that can help you up. You mess with that young gal, young harlot, what happened? She said she retired off of OF now. She got 20 million of his hard-earned money that he had to get out the mud. See what I'm saying? Man not dealing with that anymore. And you women, man, you women, you're really going to become prey in that day, because your beauty is going to be a weapon. Because you weaponize your beauty now in this quote-unquote civilized society. Wait till Jacob's trouble come. Your weapon is going to be, your beauty is going to be a curse. You know how something can be a gift and a curse? Like I have the gift of God, but I don't like people. You know? But it's a gift and a curse at times, because sometimes people just won't leave me alone and like that, ask questions and, you know, and get advice and things like that, which I don't mind, but leave me alone. So it's a gift and a curse. Your beauty is going to be a curse in these last days, especially when no man's going to want to keep you. There's a difference when men desire you, but then doesn't man desire you to want to keep you? There's a big difference. This is Sirach 9 and 8. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty, for many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, for herewith love is kindled as a fire. How many men out here just lost everything over a beautiful woman? There's even a script that says many men have run out of wits for women. But nowadays, you even have it to where Esau them creating sex robots. I mean, it's getting wild out here, man. Give the women liberty to guide abroad, and this is what it's turned out to be. You know? Wow, man. Now, this is the state of most of these women right here. This is Sirach chapter 26, verse 8 through 9, and verse 12 through 15. Verse 8. A drunken woman and a gatherer abroad cause of great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. Shameful for a woman to be out past sunset anyway with no male figure, predominantly it would be a relative or even her husband, of course. Late night drinking, drunk, being debaucherous, just walking around like a night crawler, wearing scantily clad clothing, smelling like whiskey, standing behind buildings in the alleys, urinating. Like this is the state that women are being today when they be out and about drinking. They're just shameless, not full of shame. The whoredom of a woman twerking it's crazy. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. You can literally see these women with these, I'm gonna say it, women, this is what men call them. When you have those big eyelashes, they call those cum catchers. Real talk. And then you have all this makeup on. It's crazy how when you look at the drag queens, I forgot that dude's name, that he had a show where men used to put on, all the makeup and everything, clothing. You women put on so much makeup. You started RuPaul. You women put on so much makeup. You started to look like RuPaul. They was doing that as being flamboyant, trying to be women. You women are turning into what they call them, the geishas. Over in China where they had the women that had the white stuff on their face, the geishas. Y'all looking like them now. It's crazy. She will open her mouth. Listen here. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain. I'll use your imagination. And drink of every water near her. By every hedge she will sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. Man, I swear, man, it's just it's even poetic when you're. The Lord is cold. It's even so profound and prophetic when you're defining a whore. She said she would drink. Listen here, y'all. She opened her mouth as a thirsty traveler. And she would drink from every fountain. Come on now. Open her quiver. A quiver is where you would, someone who knows archery, a quiver is where you would put your arrows in. And then, you pull it out and you put it into the bow and you release the arrow. So a woman's quiver is for every arrow to get stuck. Think about that. So as beautiful as you are, even the scripture says, you are full. You have a sepulchre full of men's bones, because you lay down with so many men, right? But nonetheless, the grace of a wife, because a lot of you women are not wives. You have to be raised to be a wife. You can't be a whore all your life and all of a sudden I want to be a wife. You can't turn a whore into a housewife. You can't parabond. Where they say when a woman has sex with one man, there's like a 50% chance she'll get married and stay married. Like 2 men or 3 men, 25%. 4 or 5, the percentage goes down and you start to lose your bonding with men. You just can't bond with men. And then a lot of women produce that 1,000-yard stare. Like there's nothing left. Just full of emptiness. Man. But, once again, Sirach chapter 26 verse 13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. That does not mean she sit there with her mouth taped and she don't say nothing. Like my Eve, I've been dealing with for 10 years. Pleasant. I cannot lie. She is a help me. The Lord literally blessed me. I cannot lie. I've been blessed with this woman. Man, she's my friend. Man, she's not gonna sit there and be quiet. Nah, I want to talk. Let's talk. Let's laugh. Let's kiki haha. Let's talk about something real. Or let's put the Bible audio on. Let's listen to Proverbs or something. Like real talk. You can't find. She was raised to be that type of woman. Her mother had 8 children from the same man, so all she knows is family. She don't want to be out there. She don't want to be with nobody else. She wants to have that, and she wants a man that thinks just like her, like in the sense of God and family. And yes, that's what I will. That's what I will want too. We understand the society we're living in. We gonna get the kingdom soon. But if I'm gonna deal with a woman, why would it not be a woman that's gonna be an asset to me rather than a liability? I could do everything on my own. She can too. It's smarter for us to be together anyhow. Like the scripture says, with two are better than one, because with one fall, the other will help. The one will help the other. And the scripture also says something to the extent of, can one keep heat in his bosom alone? So in other words, you spooning at night with a pillow. There's no heat. There's no heat there. You know? And there's this YouTuber named Replicate Fish. She always have this comedic little phrase. Women get hot D and be left with a cold bed. So yeah, you get slammed, you get pumped, but then right after that, you left in that cold bed by yourself. Yeah, that's not a good exchange, y'all. Not a good exchange, you know. Anyways, let's get back to it. And I'm gonna close out soon. This is Sirach chapter 26, verse 15. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued. I'm gonna give an example. Like last time my Eve was here, she had on this nice little green top, like a tank top, showing her little stomach, little waist, a little stomach, and she had on this nice skirt, and the skirt was above her knees, but it wasn't showing too much. I said, "Damn, babe, I like that. You know what? I wouldn't mind if you wore that going." She said, "Oh no, I would never." I said, "Damn." And you know, honestly, that kind of turned me on a little bit. I'm like, damn, I kind of like that. She said, "Oh no," she said, "I'll only wear this for you." And it wasn't even like that scantily clad. But even in her mind, she said, "No, I think it's showing too much." It's just amazing. But nonetheless, she showed shamefacedness. She showed shamefacedness, you know. But nonetheless, Sirach 36, 24 and 15. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. So a help, like if a man said, "What do you bring to the table?" and a woman says she is the table, that's not helping me. Hell, I can go get an innate object, which is literally a table, and just use that. How can you help me when I'm done crossing the threshold of my house, battling the world and coming back? Will you be my pillar of rest? Would you help mitigate the damage? All that stress I had, will you relieve it? Will you rub my shoulders for me, baby? Will you run my bath water? Would you cook me something? You know what I'm saying? A man wants a woman that she says, my Eve told me last time when I went to camp, she said she missed me so much. I was gone for like 2.5 hours just going to camp. One man don't want that. A woman say, when she hear the key going to the keyhole of the door, she gets excited. She happy. Tell you to just take your clothes off right here and go get in the shower. I already have everything set for you on the bed. A woman that says she wants to take care of you. Talking about something, that's my beard, that's my face. I need to be there to take care of that. What man doesn't want a woman that wants to pamper him? Meaning like she's been like programmed to do that. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful sight. That will make a man want to go. That will make a man want to go and climb the highest mountain and go get that one piece of fruit she wants. That will make a man go out there and do that. Women don't understand. You have so much power in your femininity. It's crazy why you're not using it. Why you want to be masculine? We don't want men with breasts. No, we want women soft, feminine, dainty, fit, friendly, submissive, cooperative. That's it. You're your own person. You're your own human being. Ain't nobody saying you got to be in a dungeon locked up. If you want to leave, you can leave. Nobody gonna hold. But we saying if you're gonna get with the man of the Lord, make sure you on his program. All right. And remember, y'all are one flesh. After do your thing, you one flesh now. So you both need to be there for each other. Both need to be there for each other. And the last verse, Sirach 36 and 25. Where no hedge is, no man, no husband. Where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled, meaning the possession is taken. So you beautiful women in these last days, if you ain't got no husband, you ain't got no man, I'm sorry, it's going to be a dog eat dog where you're going to be used as collateral. They're gonna be selling you and using you. I hate to be like that. That's why I pray for the sincere sisters, daughters of Sarah, the daughters of Zion. Like the scripture says, 2 women shall be in the field and one